guys, REI 360 Show, episode number 18. Jason, Chris, as always. Topic for today is email marketing 2.0, creating and nurturing a database, or a database. You say database or database?
I don't know. I think I said both.
I think I'm just confused myself.
I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
Database. Depends on who I'm talking to, I guess.
I might just go back and forth on that. I'm going to start with database, though. So, before we get into 2.0, I'm going to talk about, in essence, people doing email marketing kind of wrong, and we'll start with 0.0, which is sending BCC emails for business purposes is really unprofessional and possibly illegal because there's no way to opt out. And if that is the way you're marketing during email marketing, you should probably stop and at least move to 1.0, even though we're going to cover 2.0 today.
And it looks dumb because, you know, the two in the from email are from the same person or from you.
It's not
like
cool.
People know. Like people are smart enough that they know that they're just getting BCC'd.
For a number of reasons, it's really uncool. And I kind of wish that my Gmail would screen those out. So if that's what you're doing, you should probably move to 1.0, which is simply getting a free or inexpensive email system like Aweber, Constant Contact, iContact, MailChimp's a popular one nowadays. It costs maybe $10 a month, depending on how big your list is. It might even be free, up to a certain amount of contacts. And the 1.0 of email marketing is just putting everyone into one broadcast list and sending them all the same thing. And we're going to cover 2.0 today. That isn't that hard to implement and is really, really effective, and that we've been doing for a long time. You want to jump into the definition of 2.0?
So 2.0 is you're actually maybe segmenting your list of your clients, your customers, things like that. You're taking it to kind of the next level. So instead of just having one big database and just sending them the same things all the time, you're taking it kind of the next level and kind of dividing them up based on their interests or where they came from or who they are or the type of content that they want to see. Let's actually grab that whiteboard. Now this is for our lending company, but we can relate this for all real estate investors. So the goal is, well, first you want to make sure all your past customers, clients, friends, whoever are already in there.
Anyone you have a relationship with.
Someone with a relationship with. You want to make sure they're getting all the content. So you want to upload them or put them into the database.
Absolutely.
And then the next step is to make sure you have some sort of opt-in pages on your website. So when somebody comes to your website, maybe you have a free report for sellers that want to know how to sell their house in the next 7 days, or you have, hey, I need you to buy my house, fill out this stuff.
Get a quote.
Get a quote, get a quote on my house, maybe a contact us, maybe referral partners, maybe somebody that wants to buy wholesale properties, sign up to be on my wholesale list. And then each one of these lines are individual autoresponders or individual lists, campaigns, funnels, however you want to call them, and all these tick marks are individual emails that go. So for instance, if somebody wants to learn how to sell their house in the next 7 days, they don't want to see an email related to what wholesale properties you have available. They don't care about that. You got to send them relevant emails related to where they came from, right? So that's kind of the goal, to segment all these people and send them down that path of exactly what you want them to see. And then when that path ends, maybe you have some sort of call to action at the end, or maybe it just gets put into just a general list. So obviously all of those people will kind of go down there, and keep in mind that this is a set it to forget it type of situation. It's not like
you write all that stuff up front and then it keeps working for you forever.
I mean, we've had thousands of emails go out today. I mean, I didn't open my computer. You haven't written any emails today yet.
They're written a long time ago, and they're going to people who opted into different places about the thing they requested.
Exactly, it's a set it to forget it. It's an easy system to set up, and some of our people could have opted in yesterday. Some of our people could have opted in years ago, and we have it triggered. And I mean, these autoresponder services, iContact does all the work. I mean, we're not doing any of that.
The work's up front. There's heavy lifting up front.
Send this one on the first day. Send this one on the third day. Send this one on the 7th day.
Super effective.
So that's the first part, is the autoresponder, and then the second set I would say is like the broadcast.
Yeah, let's take a look at the
the broadcast.
Where they get to after the sequence, and they end up in your big list, as we might call it, or your broadcast list.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for broadcast emails, those are things that either go side by side with the autoresponders, or they go once the autoresponders are done, and they're for more time-sensitive things. Like we're doing an event in our office today. Like I'm not going to throw that event in our autoresponder sequence so somebody gets it 30 days from now.
Yeah,
it wouldn't be relevant at the time. But we're sending out an email. We will be sending out an email later today that says, don't forget this email. This live event's here, or we have a Father's Day special, or there's a coupon, depending on whatever the case is. Yep. So that's broadcast emails that are time-sensitive or relevant to something that's occurring now.
Absolutely. You have anything else on?
No, I mean I think that's most of it related to 2.0. Obviously, you can take 2.0 and turn it into
it can get much more
advanced, a lot more black belt if you wanted to, related to tracking clicks and segmenting this and doing that. But 2.0
for most people in business and small business, like you don't really need to be on 2.0 at this point in time. Like there is some crazy black belt stuff. Like I just got an email from Amazon that was from something I looked at probably 2 months ago. No joke, and I just got the email today. And I forgot about that. I meant to mention that. But yeah, that's some like high level ninja type of email marketing stuff you don't necessarily need to get into. Amazon does, because
they have the budget and they can do it, and they have full-time manpower to do so. But a one-man operation, these companies cost $10 a month to probably start with, maybe a little bit more as your list grows, but everything is kind of just set, and that's where everything's going in the new age. And if you don't have this kind of setup, I would kind of put your business on hold for the next few days, get this thing set up and let it run itself, because the follow-up alone and just getting sellers to call you after you reached out to them the first time is just a no-brainer. It'll pay for itself.
Really, really effective. So definitely implement that as soon as possible. REI 360 Show, episode number 18, Email Marketing 2.0. See you next time.
See you next time.